Welcome back to another episode of something I think we're going to call I Can Unbox Anything. And today we're going to be unboxing sauces and condiments. So yep, you've had a sneak preview of some of this before. This is a box of single serving stuff. Now some of the stuff in here we've already looked at. So anything that's sugar or tea or coffee is going to get filtered out. Now, of course, unboxing, okay, I took it out of a box. If you want to vent your spleen about that in the comments, then feel free. I will respond as soon as I care. Anyway, let's just have a little sift through this, and we're going to test today just the condiment stuff out of here. So first, a little sort out. So what I've tried to do here is kind of arrange it into maybe some kind of periodic table of condiments with the kind of the alkaline sauces over here, and I don't know what's going on over here. We've got a kind of transitional elements in the middle there. Quite reactive group here. I thought I was going to be able to bring more order to it than this, but it turns out it's harder than you think. I suppose the mustards can go in there. See, there you go, creamy honey mustard. Does that go with the creamy sauces, or does it go with the mustards? Hard to say. This is not turning out, in terms of organisation, as easy as I thought. We've got a few outliers here, and I'm not really sure whether to do anything with them today. I've got lemon juice and Branston pickle. I think I might just leave those for another day. We'll see. I'll put them over there and we'll see what happens. We've got sour creamy sort of things here. We've got mayo, we've got barbecue, we've got some sweet and sour curry dips, we've got a bunch of ketchups, we've got chili sauce, we've got brown sauce, not the same thing as barbecue sauce. So if you didn't know that distinction, you might learn something today. We've got a bunch of mustards there and horseradish. We've got 2 lots of mint sauce, we've got salad cream, and 2 lots of malt vinegar. So to taste all of these, I'm not just going to spoon these into my mouth. I think what we'll do, we'll get some chips. So let's begin with the obvious. I think ketchup is going to be the first one. So we'll open up these ketchups. So we've got, this is from KFC. So this is real tomato sauce. We've got ketchup from Mcdonald's. We've got Heinz tomato ketchup in a little sachet. I believe this came from Burger King. And we've got, this is your kind of really standard one from, I can't remember what brand these are actually, Litchfield or something like that. These are the ones you're going to find in cafes where they didn't want to spend out the money on the brands. So that's going to be, hopefully, still palatable, but probably cheaper. So Heinz tomato ketchup, let's start with this because we kind of know what to expect from this. So Heinz tomato ketchup, no surprises there. Quite fruity, quite sweet, very tomatoey. So the McDonald's ketchup, more acidic, less tomatoey. Yep. Still quite nice. Probably quite a lot of sugar in that. The KFC real tomato sauce, sweeter, more fruity, but not really very tomatoey. It's just actually just generically fruity, that one. And the Litchfield, oh dear, that one just looks quite gelatinous, doesn't it? Oh, not good. No, not good. That's just like, I don't know if that's got thickeners or something in it. Yeah, there you go. Tomato puree, 16%. Sugar, thickener, which is modified maize starch. That's just really thickened water with a little bit of tomato in there and some vinegar and stuff. So that one's definitely the loser. Which one's going to be the winner out of these three? I think it's going to come down to the real tomato sauce from KFC or Heinz tomato ketchup. Yeah. Well, kind of obvious. But out of that group, I'm judging Heinz Tomato Ketchup to be the winner. Close second is the KFC. McDonald's is still not bad, but in third place. And this Litchfield one is just way down. This one fell at the first hurdle or something, really. Did not finish the race. So now I guess we should look at barbecue. So we've got the same again. We've got McDonald's barbecue dip. We've got Heinz barbecue sauce. We've got another dip from McDonald's. And then we've got barbecue sauce from KFC and Litchfield barbecue sauce. Now let's just have a quick look. Here we go. So sugar syrup, tomato puree, thickener. Well, I don't want to prejudge that one, but I just did. So that's the McDonald's barbecue dip. It will be interesting to see if these two are different. The Heinz barbecue sauce. Oh, there's another barbecue sauce there. So we've got two varieties of Heinz barbecue sauce as well. Those should not be any different. Well, those look different, don't they? Two different varieties of barbecue sauce from McDonald's, and they look different. Interesting. KFC barbecue sauce. Heinz barbecue sauce in a pot. And Heinz barbecue sauce in a sachet. And the Litchfield barbecue sauce in a sachet. I'm expecting these to be a little bit more variant than the tomato ketchups because there's just more to play with here. So anyway, let's just first taste these two McDonald's ones and see if they're different from one another. So that's the little pot that you get with nuggets. Sweet, quite smoky. Not a lot of flavours beyond that. And then this barbecue dip is thicker, definitely thicker. A little bit more smoky. A little bit more sort of molasses flavour in there. So that one's got a little bit of a chili kick to it as well. So definitely two different things there. That's interesting. That's nice. That's pretty ordinary. Okay, now we're going to try the KFC. And that's just disappointing, really. It's a bit vinegary. It's not really... It's just blandly caramel sort of flavour. Not an awful lot of punch to that one. No, not very smoky. Not really very much flavour. We'll go for the Litchfield next. Now that one looks better than the ketchup did. Gosh, I can hardly taste it. It's very, very bland. Yeah. It's not offensive, but it's just not really exciting either. So then let's try the Heinz from the pot. Quite runny, that one. Interesting, that's quite acidic. Not massively flavourful. And then this should be the same. And it is. Okay, so where are we going to go on this? Okay, McDonald's has won this one. So definitely the McDonald's barbecue dip is the winner. That is a really nice, rich barbecue sauce, packed with flavour, and a nice little kick of chilli in there. So barbecue dip is the winner. Let's have a look. It's going to come down to the Heinz versus the other McDonald's sauce. Yep. I'm going to say that McDonald's takes first and second place there. Third place is your Heinz barbecue sauce. Fourth place, KFC. And again, don't know where this one is. It probably did finish the race, but after everybody had gone home. So now we're going to move on to brown sauce. Now, brown sauce is not the same thing as barbecue sauce. In case you were confused about this, these are not the same thing. This is a quite acidic, vinegary, sort of pickle flavoured sauce. It's got spices in it. It tastes kind of similar in profile to a chutney or something like that. So this is HP Original. It's got HP named after the Houses of Parliament, where it was made for originally. And this is Litchfield's brown sauce. Now, wow, I don't want to prejudge again, but our track record on these guys has not been brilliant. So, okay, so we'll go for the Litchfield first. So we give it a fair test. Litchfield brown sauce. It's very, very not brown. It's like tan sauce. Quite fruity, but quite a lot of vinegar in there. Not bursting with flavour. And now the HP. Wow. No contest. Absolutely no contest. That is just packed with flavour. That is just sauce. There we go. So HP is the winner there. There are other brands of brown sauce, but I wasn't able to get them in single serving sizes. So HP is absolutely the clear winner there. Let us move on now. Well, let's just have a little break here and have something creamy. So we're going to have McDonald's cream and chive dip. We're going to have Heinz sour cream and chive sauce. We're going to have Heinz garlic sauce. We're going to have Heinz creamy honey mustard. Bit of in-house competition going on here. I think also at the same time we will have a look at the KFC garlic buttermilk mayo, because that's probably the closest thing to a cream and chive dip they've got at KFC. So not exactly a completely level contest here, but about as close as we can get. So let's go with this then. So we'll start with the KFC buttermilk garlic mayo. Nice and tangy. Nice little kick of garlic in there, that's good. The McDonald's cream and chive dip. Really fresh, but actually a little bit subtle on the chives. Now the Heinz sour cream and chive sauce, which should be probably the closest comparison to that one. That one's just really mild. That's a bit boring. Heinz garlic sauce. These came from Burger King, I think. This is their dip selection they've got in Burger King. Garlic sauce, that's good. Perhaps not as good as the garlic buttermilk mayo, but that's a good one. And creamy honey mustard. Okay, I don't think it's fair to compare that one with these four. So what we're going to say here, do you know what I think? It's a taste off between these two. It's the Heinz garlic sauce and the KFC buttermilk garlic mayo. It's a close match. I'm going to declare a draw between those two. Really, really hard to call between those two. So it's in first place, joint first place, the KFC garlic buttermilk mayo and the Heinz garlic sauce. In second place, we're going to test that one again when we come to the mustards. So that one's out of the running for now. In second place, the cream and chive dip from KFC, and in last place, the sour cream and chive sauce from Heinz. This one was really nice and fresh. These two were really, really tangy and tasty. That one's just a little, well, it's mild and creamy, but not much else. So now we're going to move on to the mustards, I think. And so we've got English mustard from Heinz, we've got English mustard from Litchfield, we've got French mustard. I'm going to include horseradish sauce here, and we're going to retaste this creamy Heinz honey mustard dip alongside. I think that's probably fair. So we will begin with this one because it's coming out of the packet on its own. So this is Heinz English mustard. Yep, really nice punchy mustard aroma. Not especially hot. Now we're going to try the Litchfield English mustard. That one's good. I still think maybe not as good as the Heinz, but that's a good one. The Litchfield French mustard now. Interesting texture. That's not bad. And the horseradish sauce. No, that doesn't actually taste quite right. Certainly doesn't taste a horseradish. It tastes sort of floury and dusty. Not really a fan of that. And then we'll taste this Heinz honey mustard, this Heinz creamy honey mustard dip again. Well, I can't really judge that alongside these because again it's quite different. So what are we going to say here? Well, I'm quite impressed with the two Litchfield ones. Compared to some of the other sauces in the range, those two are pretty good, but I still think we're going to say that the Heinz, well, let's do a taste off between these two. It's a taste off between these two English mustards for the crown. Yeah, both really good examples of English mustard. Really hard to call this one. That one's hotter. that one's got better flavour. So that one's got more heat, that one's got more aroma. I think, do you know what? I'm going to call another draw between those two because they both did well and they won on different terms. I'm going to have to put them in a little pot so that we don't make a mess of the table. And then horseradish sauce is the definite loser out of that. French mustard in second place. And then I just don't know where to place this one because it doesn't really fit with the mayos. It doesn't really fit with the mustards. So I think in a class of its own, actually it's a really nice sauce. I'm going to have a little taste of it now and I'll give you an impression of what it actually tastes like. Yeah, you can taste the mustard, you can taste the honey. It's lovely and creamy and sweet. Yep, so that one kind of gets a honourable mention in a class of its own, I think. Let's try some mayonnaise now. Now, you might think this is strange putting mayonnaise on fries or chips, but I actually quite like it. So we've only got two contenders here. We've got Heinz and we've got Litchfield. And this ought to be a close match because mayonnaise is, well, mayonnaise should be hard to get wrong. So let's start with the Litchfield. Tastes like mayonnaise. Heinz is better. Nicer taste. Slightly inferior taste. Hard to pin down exactly what that is. I think it's just a little bit more mustard and a little bit more seasoning and flavouring in here. This one's a little bit bland and a bit ordinary. So Heinz mayonnaise wins that one. So you might be wondering why there's a mess on the table and there's a big plate full of sauces over there and this bit's out of sequence. It's because I forgot to taste these two. Sweet curry and sweet and sour from McDonald's. There's no other sauces alongside them in the running, so I'm just going to taste these two against each other. So the sweet curry, it's really good. It's nicely spicy and aromatic. And the sweet and sour, it does taste like what it's supposed to be. But of the two, my firm favourite is sweet curry. That doesn't change the overall running, so please keep watching. We're going to taste the rest of the sauces now. Now we're going to move on to hot sauces. So we've got McDonald's chili dip, we've got KFC sticky chili sauce and original hot, we've got Heinz sweet chili sauce, and we've got a little sachet of Tabasco. So those two look quite similar, and you would think, given the design of the pots and everything, that they might be from the same factory, but maybe not. So we'll just go clockwise round here. So Heinz sweet chili sauce. Yeah, quite sweet, but I'm not really getting much chili in that. McDonald's chili dip. Again, sweet. A little bit more of a chili kick there, that's good. We'll do this one as well, because this is another sweet chili sauce, whereas this is a hot sauce. So we might divide this into two categories. So this is KFC sweet chili sauce. Okay, so that's quite sweet, but not very chili. So of the sweet chili sauces, I'm going to say that McDonald's is the winner, and probably these two tie in second place. Let's try the hot chili sauces now. So this is the hot one from KFC. Yeah, okay, it's moderately hot. Yeah, it lacks a little bit of punch and flavour really. And then we've got our Tabasco sauce here, which is going to be probably runny. So let's just squeeze. Yeah, it's not really a dipping sauce as such. So Tabasco sauce. Wow, that's more aromatic and punchy than I remembered, but not really suitable for dipping. So I don't know. So yeah, the Tabasco, I'm going to say, is better, more flavourful than the KFC dipping sauce, but they are really different animals. So out of that lot, I'm going to say that the McDonald's chili dip is the best sweet chili sauce, and the Tabasco is the best of the hot sauces on display here. Moving on, and my plate is now a bit of a mess, but I hope you'll excuse me for that. We're going to try mint sauce. Now mint sauce would normally go with lamb, but I don't have any lamb here. So we're going to just taste this with potatoes. Mint does of course go with potatoes, most often with new potatoes. But anyway, so the Litchfield mint sauce, rather dark brownish green colour. It tastes good. Actually, that tastes really good. We'll try that again. And the Heinz mint sauce. More smooth texture, but similar colour. More minty, but not what I would call a very standard mint sauce flavour profile. So I'm going to award this one to the Litchfield. The Heinz is good. The Litchfield one is what I really, really expect from mint sauce. Now we've got a kind of mixed bag of tartar sauce and salad cream. And I'm not really sure it's fair to test tartar sauce alongside salad cream, but that's what I'm going to try to do. So salad cream, if you've never heard of it, it's kind of like mayonnaise. It's made in a similar way to mayonnaise, but with some differences. It tends to be a bit more tangy, tends to be yellow in colour. Let's try the Heinz salad cream. Quite sweet, quite not especially tangy actually. So, and then the Litchfield is quite runny, milder in flavour. So the Litchfield is definitely milder in flavour than the Heinz, and that's interesting because I didn't really think the Heinz was particularly tangy. Salad cream I normally expect to be a bit more zingy than that. Now the tartar sauce. Obviously it's a bit of a different thing. So tartar sauce is like mayonnaise with capers and cornichons mixed in. Yeah, so of the three, the Heinz is the best, but actually it's not a very impressive race, this one. So Heinz salad cream, I'm finding that a little bit too sweet really. I expect my salad cream normally to be a bit more zingy than that. And then these two, I think probably the tartar sauce is nicer than the Litchfield salad cream if you're trying to use them in the same way. But normally you'd have that with fish, and that with salad, obviously. Okay, we're on the home straight now. So we just got 2 lots of malt vinegar. So if you've never had malt vinegar on chips, well, maybe you should try it. Because when we have fish and chips in the UK, salt and vinegar is the standard set of condiments to have on a big plate of chips from the chip shop. So I'm going to divide these up, and we've got some there. We're going to put the Heinz malt vinegar on, and then we've got some here. We're going to put the Litchfield malt vinegar, and I imagine this is going to be a hard contest because vinegar, well, in this presentation it's going to be hard to call between the two, I imagine, but we'll see. I'm making a mess of my table here. Right, so starting with the Litchfield. Quite sweet actually for vinegar. Yep, the Heinz is definitely more malty, more punchy and flavourful. Litchfield, perfectly okay, but marginally behind in terms of flavour. I think there's probably a bit more spice in this Heinz than there is in the Litchfield variety. So that's completely ruined the table. It's going to be a bit of a job to wipe all of this up. For today's tasting, I'm going to pick an overall winner, and I think it's going to be HP sauce. I don't often have HP sauce. I'm kind of on the fence with all kinds of sauces because I like all kinds of things. So I'm not one of these people that says it has to be brown sauce, it has to be ketchup or anything like that. I like a lot of things. However, I don't have brown sauce perhaps as often as I should, because tasting this tonight reminded me how much I like it. So overall winner for tonight's proceedings is the original HP sauce. And I think Branston pickle and lemon juice, I will invite your suggestions as to how I should present these in a video, if at all. So overall winner is HP sauce. All of the others did quite well, and in every category there was something that excelled. So I hope that's been interesting. Thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you again soon.